Whoa, would you look at this place? It is so awesome! Hey, what's up my fellow Twisters? Welcome back to another Redstone map showcase. Today we are taking a look at this really cool modern house that's built into the side of a mountain. Take a look at this, guys. This map is really awesome and includes a lot of redstone, and it was created by Untitled. You guys know him. He has created a lot of amazing creations before, and this map is going to be an exclusive for my channel. This is going to be 1 out of 10 different maps that we will be working together to bring to you guys only on this channel, so definitely subscribe to see more of that. Anyways, guys, I can't really release the download since this is an exclusive map, but if you guys want me to put these maps on a server, definitely tell me down below, or you guys could go ahead and answer the poll on the right hand side of your screen by clicking on the card and voting. I would love to know if you guys would be interested in joining a server if I started it. But anyways, guys, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the map. On the outside, we have ourselves a boat in this very small lake. Of course, if the map was on the side of an ocean, this would be a little bit better. We have a boat on the outside as well as a small dock, and also a deck back over here with a pool and also some staircases leading up to our mountain. And the mountain itself does include a really cool garage at the back with a passcode lock inputs, and this is basically how it looks from all of the other sides. So yeah, it looks really neat, and there's multiple floors to our house and also a lot of redstone built into the mountain. Alright, so I already showed you guys the boat. It looks pretty cool, I have to say. Here's the dock, and the first bit of redstone is going to be this lever, which is going to bring up some fire from the ground. Now, of course, you could build a campfire area around that particular bit of fire, but I think it's pretty cool just to have that, because why not? It's redstone and it's really cool. Alright, so of course we have some other random decorations located in this area with the pool, and that includes some seating arrangements as well as benches and whatnot. A shower on this side, a sort of shack over here to just get some shade from the sunlight, and then this pathway is going to lead to our staircase and then to our front deck as well as our front door. Now, I am using a texture pack if you guys want to know what it is. It's basically Snortex Fanver, which is a really cool texture pack and makes everything look really clean and smooth. So as you guys can see, we have a nice view from this area as well as some decorations. Now let's go ahead and open up this door using a very complicated passcode lock input. So on this side, we basically have a button and a passcode that's written on the wall for us, and the passcode is going to be 1 tick, or the original ticks for our repeater, 2 ticks at the bottom, and then 3 ticks in the middle, and then 4 ticks all the way at the bottom. And now once we have that, we can go ahead and click on that button, and then opens up our door only when we have that particular configuration set. And as you can see, it's basically a hipster door pulling all of the blocks beneath the ground, and there's no redstone basically on top. So yeah, that's pretty much our front door. We have ourselves a small terrarium on this side. It just has some water and some, flowers in there, as well as over here we could walk down into the main room, and in this room we could access a few parts of our house. The first bit of redstone inside the house is going to be this armor stand swapper, which has 3 different armor sets in them. Of course, our diamond, gold, and iron armors, as you guys can see. Over here we have ourselves a pop-up enchantment room, and basically we grab ourselves a redstone torch, place that redstone torch right on this block in front of our enchantment table, and boom, check that out, we can now go ahead and enchant our items. Really cool, and that's a redstone torch, so I really can't enchant it, but you guys get the idea. When you remove the torch, it goes back into the ground. How cool is that? And it's definitely, utilizing the space. Alright, so over here we have a bathroom, no redstone, but some pretty cool decoration, and I quite like it, even though it's not that great with privacy, since you can literally see into the bathroom. Alright, so let's go back out over here and take a look at some other redstone. On this side we have a really cool storage system, and this storage system utilizes 5 different minecart chests, and basically you can put your items into this chest like this, and then you hit this button, and then it goes back down into our storage area. You can then hit the button to recall it again, so let's just go ahead and do that, and it just comes back up. And voila, there we go. We kind of popped up our minecart chest from the ground, and I think one got damaged on the way, but you guys get the idea. That's how it's supposed to work, and it does work good enough. Alright, so over here we have ourselves a kitchen, and in this kitchen we have a industrial furnace, of course. If you guys know, you basically enter your iron ore into one of these chests, and then you enter your fuel into the other chest, and then you get your outputs in the middle chest, and you could do this with food as well as ore and pretty much anything you're trying to smelt down. So we got that one iron ingot. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some other stuff. Over here we have a really cool seating arrangement that overlooks the entire landscape. As you can see, that is so cool. And then back here we have a button that's going to do a pop-up crafting table, I believe. So if we hit that button, there we go, we have our crafting table we can then craft with and then send it back into the ground, which is a pretty cool invention to have, especially if you just replace these blocks with the floor blocks. It's not that noticeable. Alright, so let's go down into the basement and take a look at this area. Over here we have two hidden staircases. We basically flick this lever to open up the staircase below the floor, and this is basically going to take us down to a security chest, and this security chest use these signs over here in order to make it work. So let me go ahead and show you guys what I mean. If you could look at this chest, you will see a diamond sword, a diamond helmet, chest plate, leggings, and boots. But if you change the configuration of that sign, the lights will turn off and those items will actually go away. Now if I go ahead and kind of reconfigure the sign to its proper passcode by pointing it at the chest, the lights turn on and the items return into our chest, and yeah, that's pretty much how that works. So not only are you hiding your stuff in a hidden under the staircase room, but you're also hiding it with this really sneaky security system. Now on this side we have another lever that's going to open up a portal, and this portal is basically self-explanatory. It's really cool to just have that there, and when you turn it off it just goes away, and the same thing goes for the staircase. Alright, so now let's go ahead and take a look at the second floor, which is a bit cooler. I do love the staircase that's like circling around the entire building. On this side I believe we just have some empty rooms with not a lot of redstone in them, but they're just rooms for guests, I would assume. Let's just go ahead and walk in over here. There we go. As you guys can see, and since I'm using that texture pack again, everything looks like I could walk through it, but this is actually glass. Now let's go back over here and take a look at this bit of redstone, which is going to be a secret room going down to the bottom. Now before we actually go down into that secret room, let's actually take a look at this little armor case. Now this armor case is activated by using this button. As you guys can see, it will take the glass away. You could then grab that armor, and if you put the glass back in over the case, you can't place the armor back down. So it's essentially an armor case. Now over here we have a living room with a TV as well as some decorations, cake, and some seating arrangements, as well as some other decorations across the staircase. On this side we have an outdoor balcony as well as an area on top of this section of the house. And this wraps around all the way till we get to this door, which we can then use to, you know, walk out and enjoy the view. I mean, take a look at this. This is really cool and would be a lovely house in real life. Alright, so now let's go back into the house and check out some other things that I may have left out. Alright, so on this side we have another area which is nicely decorated. We have some, you know, gates over here to protect us from falling, as well as, I believe, an elevator which will take us to the third floor, and an indoor terrarium yet again. Now we're going to take a look at that after we go down into our secret room, so let's just go ahead and do that. Now I'm going to flick that lever, the staircase is going to open up, and it will take me down to this hallway, which will then lead to an armor selection system. Now this is pretty iconic too. You see this yet again, and what you have to do is basically right click on that arrow, and any item that the arrow is pointing to is the item that you're going to get. So say for instance I want a purple cap, I just point at it. I want a blue tunic, I point at that. I want a green pants, I just like pointed at that. And of course I want a pink boot, so I would point it. And now I just go ahead and stand over here, hit that button, and then take off this this chest plate, and then wait for my armor to be placed onto my body using dispensers. So there we go, guys. That is my armor, as you can see now, placed onto my body. It works really well and it's really cool. I almost forgot to show you guys the garage at the back. Basically, just come back over here and you rotate these signs until they're all pointing towards the middle. After you do that, the light turns on and then our garage door opens. And this is basically going to be an area where we could store a massive plane. As you guys can see, it's a really cool looking plane, and then you could take off, or you could you know, reset this over here in order to send the blocks back up. Alright, so here we are going now to the 3rd floor. We need to access that realistic elevator on this side. And as you guys can see, this is an elevator I have created before. We have an open skylight, so we could get a good view of the outside, I guess. And basically, we hit this button, it takes us up, and then the door opens up as soon as we get here, and then we can hit that button to go back down, or we could walk out into our 3rd floor, which is basically on top of the mountain. As you guys can see, there's some random decorations scattered around the area, as well as a garden on top, and a waterfall leading to our lake at the bottom. Alright, so now let's go ahead and take a look at the final room in this top floor, which is going to be an area for our redstone creation, which is going to be a beacon and color beacon system. You basically flick this lever over here and the beacon turns on. And if you want the beacon to have some colors, you basically flick this and it becomes rainbow colors. So let's go back outside and check this out. As you guys can see, we now have a rainbow beacon shooting up from the top of our mountain. I guess you could use that as a signal to your friends in case someone breaks in, or just as a party symbol, whichever one. It looks really cool and is very nice. So guys, that wraps up today's redstone house. Like I mentioned, this is going to be 1 out of 10 redstone houses exclusively on my channel. You can't find it nowhere else, so be sure to subscribe to see all of them when they come out, and also to see other awesome redstone tutorials, creations, and just Minecraft videos. Anyways guys, this was Twiistz, and I'll see you all next time.